So now we're up to the Romans, chapter 13. So ready to go. Now Rome was founded close to the Mediterranean Sea in Italy. This is actually a map of some of the early places. This is the Tiber River. These are some of the early hills and some of the important things that were in early Rome. Now, there's a couple of different aspects of the founding of Rome, or at least the legend of it. The first one deals with the Roman establishment through the Prince of Troy, whose name was Aeneas. And he basically escaped with some of his family. He was carrying his father, and then wandered around the Mediterranean as the Greeks were destroying Troy. And when he wandered around, eventually he came to Italy, or what was to become Italy, and his relatives later on became Romulus and Remus. Now, Romulus and Remus were a couple of kids who, due to a prophecy, and basically they'd been kicked out of their family, they'd been abandoned, left to die in the Tiber River, or by the Tiber River. And what ended up happening was a she-wolf supposedly went ahead and raised them instead. Really, probably this is all bogus anyhow, but the point is that they had their own legend story. And really what probably happened is that a group of invaders came from around 1000 BC and settled, called the Latins, and settled in the area around the Palatine Hill, had a lot of good resources, and they were mainly farmers. Now the group to the north of them, if you see here, Rome is here. The group to the north of them was a group called the Etruscans. Around 800 BC, the Etruscans settled in an area called Etruria, and they were really the civilized people who influenced the Romans greatly. Etruscans were known as people of the sea. They were both pirates and traders, mainly farmers like most people, but they had a well-organized army, and they took over northern Italy, including the area around Rome. Now, they played some games. This is actually an image of them dancing. Dancing and music were important. Women had some rights, or more rights than in other places, could own property and participate in public celebrations. So thumbs up to the Etruscans for that. Now, they did believe very in the importance of the social order, and they had the upper class. Those were the rich people, wealthy landowners, priests, and nobles. Middle class were farmers, traders, and city workers, and then they certainly did believe in slavery, and that was where the lower class was. Their religious beliefs, they sort of modeled after the Greeks. You know, they changed the names up a bit, but Zeus for Jupiter, and Poseidon for Neptune. But for the most part, they believed similarly to what the Greeks actually believed. Believed the universe was divided into sections, which the gods controlled, and the humans lived at the center. Now, the gods had total power over humans, but they used soothsayers to try and figure out what the gods wanted. And yes, that is Doctor Who, portraying a soothsayer. Now, the tombs of gold, they basically, when a noble died, there was a party, and the person was buried underground catacombs. This is an example of that. And we know a lot about them because basically these tombs were left behind, and this is a necropolis, an area where we actually can excavate and find out about the people who lived there. Now, the first Etruscan ruler of Rome was a guy named Lucius Tarquinius. Etruscans were more advanced. They helped by building sewers and also by building bridges from arches. They were the first to design those. It's an actual Roman bridge that's still in use today. They drained the swamp in the area that was become the public square or forum. Etruscans borrowed and changed the Greek alphabet. The Romans borrowed and changed the Etruscan alphabet. The Romans adopted some Etruscan traditions like gladiatorial games, a celebration, a triumph, which was a hero's parade. That's an example of a triumph over here. And a fasces, which was a bundle of rods bound by an axe, used as a symbol of power. Romans also used soothsayers and omens. They determined where cities should be and placed them on the advice of the soothsayer. Where the two most major streets crossed, the Romans believed was a mundus, where the world of the living and the dead intersected.